Hey guys, AK47 Master here, continuing on my 200 subscriber special Q&A, and I got through about half of the questions on last episode. On this episode, I'm going to be going through the other half. And starting off here, we got Sonic Adam 2, and his first question is, what is my favorite food? And I'm guessing this does not mean junk food, this means actual consumable food that isn't bad for you, slightly at least. And my favorite dish would have to be a nice, tender, juicy T-bone steak with some fluffy mashed potatoes and a nice buttery corn on the cob. That would be my favorite dish. Like, personally, I'm a steak guy. I take steak over burgers any day. I love burgers, but steak is just something I don't eat that often, but when I do, I savor it. I love it. I absolutely love it. So, you could tell I'm an Outback type of guy. I love going to Outback. And alright, thank you for that question. Next one is, why did I first start joining YouTube? I already answered that. Next is, what's my favorite Nintendo game? That's pretty obvious. The best game Nintendo has put out there, it definitely has to be Super Mario Bros. 3. I mean, that was the system seller for the NES. It's one of the most highly sold games. I don't know how to say it. It's one of the best-selling games out there. Obviously the best-selling game out there, probably some Call of Duty game, maybe Black Ops or Modern Warfare 2, but that's not the point. This is about Nintendo. But that's actually not my favorite Nintendo game. Personally, my favorite Nintendo game has to be Earthbound. It is just such a unique game. One of the gems of the 90s that Nintendo put out for the Super Nintendo, just when it was about to die off and the Nintendo 64 was going to take its place as gaming king, as game console king. So it's definitely a very interesting game. You should check it out if you haven't. It's gotten a lot of popularity since 2008, 2007. So, yeah, definitely a game worth checking out. Next is, what am I going to do for my next Let's Play? Don't know if I answered this already, but it's going to be Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Next is, what is my favorite RPG game? So, favorite role-playing game is clearly Chrono Trigger. I've made it pretty clear to this point since the beginning of my Let's Play that I absolutely love that game, and I would do anything for it. But if Chrono Trigger didn't exist, let's just take Chrono Trigger out of the equation. I would probably place in Final Fantasy VII for the PlayStation 1. I absolutely love that game as well. So thank you for all those awesome questions, Sonic Adam 2. And next, I'm going to be moving on to Legendary Plumber. And his first question is, who are my top 5 favorite Let's Players? So let's go down the list. Number 1, Chugga Conroy. Number 2, Nintendo Capri Sun. Number 3, Slim Kirby. Number 4, Maryland. Number 5, Super Skarmory. Number 6, Sly Fox Hound. Number 7, Paper Bat VG. Number 8, have to be... sorry. Number 8 would have to be... crap, I can't remember his name. I think it's Yoshi Sushi? No, I know that's not it. Koshi Sushi? I can't remember at the moment, but something like that. Chugga Conroy, shouted him out at one point, or he was in Chugga Conroy's box. I found him, and I absolutely loved his videos. Number 9, Missy9132, and number 10 is you, Legendary Plumber. So those are my top 10 Let's Players. Thank you for that question. Next is, what are my top 5 favorite video games? Number 1, Pokemon Leaf Green and Fire Red. Number 2, Fallout 3. Number 3, sorry, I just heard some little girl running in my hallway. It scared the crap out of me. Alright, so number 1, Pokemon Leaf Green Fire Red. Number 2, Fallout 3. Number 3, Halo 3. Number 4 is Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. And number 10 is Phoenix Wright 3. Those are my top 5 favorite video games that I can't live without. And Chrono Trigger. I think I put Chrono Trigger somewhere in there. I absolutely love that game as well. Alright, next is, do you like orchestral remixes of video game remixes? I absolutely love video game remixes. One in particular that I really like is the Carry the Moment remix, like rock metal remix for Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, which I used for my intro music. If you were actually wondering what that is, that's a clip from that song that I use in my intro, because I absolutely love it. And if you want to check it out, I'll probably link where I downloaded it in the description. Remind me in the comments if I don't do that. It's definitely a great song worth checking out. Alright, number 4, his fourth question is, who are your top favorite video game characters? And let me think. Number 1 would definitely have to be definitely have to be Sonic the Hedgehog. Or he's an awesome character. He really is. Number 2 would be Geno from Super Mario RPG. He's another really cool character. Number 3 is between Solid Snake and Master Chief. I think I'm leaning a bit more towards Master Chief because I'm just a more of a Halo player than a Metal Gear Solid player. But yeah, those are my 3 favorite video game characters. 1, Sonic the Hedgehog. 2, Geno. And 3, Master Chief. So thank you for all those awesome questions, Legendary Plumber. Moving on to the gaming legend. He asks me, am I going to get a partnership? What made me start making YouTube videos? Well, I already went through why I started making YouTube videos. The partnership question. I was expecting someone to ask this, and I am a bit interested. Maybe trying to get a partnership. I'm not sure if my channel would be sufficient enough to get a partnership. Maybe if I joined Full Screen or Planet Poke. I heard Planet Poke is pretty lenient with their criteria for a partnership. And quite a few small YouTube channels, such as myself, was able to get on there, or YouTube channels of the similar size of myself was able to get a partnership from Planet Poke. But I'm not a Pokemon centered channel, so I don't think I would be able to get on Planet Pokemon. Maybe Full Screen or Tiny Galaxy. Not sure. I don't really like Tiny Galaxy that much. I don't really agree with the services. I think I'd probably go with Full Screen. I don't know. I want to grow a bit more before thinking about partnership, but it's definitely something that's been on my mind lately. Thank you for that question, gaming legend. Next is Redash2025. He asks me, what's my favorite type of movie? Action, comedy, etc. I'm a bit of a horror movie fan. I really like horror movies. I like jumping in my seat, and they're exciting. They really are. They get me pumping. Next is when I started to make YouTube Let's Plays. I already answered that question. Next, WhiteKyuremEX asks, what's my favorite Pokemon? Probably say Mewtwo. Yep, Mewtwo's my favorite Pokemon. Who's your favorite YouTuber? AVGN. Favorite food? Alright, he's just giving me repeat questions that people already gave me. Next, MysticMonferno. What is my favorite video game series? Oh, this is a tough one. It'd probably have to be the Zelda series, Final Fantasy series, or the Pokemon series. Personally, Pokemon has had the biggest influence in terms of gaming on my life, so I'd probably go with the Pokemon series because it's something that's been with me for as long as I've been alive. I mean, I was born in 1996, was the year, I believe, that Pokemon really became big in America. I'm pretty sure of it. I think it got big in Japan in 1995, so I don't know. I always thought the year I was born was pretty close to the year of popularity of Pokemon when it started to sprout, really. Next is, what's my favorite Zelda game? It's between Ocarina of Time and Link to the Past. And lastly is, do you think Hiker Knob was named after one of the designers on Pokemon Red or Blue? I am not sure, but thank you for all those questions. I will see you guys in a future